What's up everyone, OJ here. Welcome back to another video. Today we've got some great information for you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. And we're starting off with Spyro Reignited Trilogy has been listed for the Nintendo Switch on GameStop Germany. According to them, it will launch on August 16th. Spyro Reignited Trilogy first launched for the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One on November 13th, 2018, when it was first announced earlier in the year. A listing for the game was discovered on the official Nintendo UK website. So Spyro Reignited Trilogy includes the remakes of Spyro the Dragon, Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, and Spyro Year of the Dragons. While this might come to a surprise to some, this is definitely not a surprise to a lot of people that have their ears on the inside, I guess, right? This is probably the worst kept secret that's out there when it comes to the Nintendo Switch and this game. I do feel that since we've seen games like Crash Bandicoot, for example, which was the same company, right, Activision, and what they're doing, have so much success on the Switch, according to a source that we do have, the inside information, you guys know, with Jordan Fringe. He stated that the game sold 1.1 million units on the Switch, or right around that. So it's over a million unit seller, and that is Crash Bandicoot, the trilogy game. So it was only a matter of time when this game was going to come to the Switch. And if you look at it, even back when the announcement came out for the PS4 and the Xbox One, Nintendo of America, or one of the Nintendo official Nintendo sites, actually put it up on their site like, hey, Spyro's coming. They said, whoops, we gotta wait a little bit, it's not officially announced yet, and then they took it down. So they would have never got that information if it wasn't going to come from officially from Nintendo. I've never really seen that happen before. Well, Nintendo will put up a listing for a game that says, hey, it's coming, when it comes to a third-party game, then take it down. That doesn't happen very often. That's the first time that I've seen it happen in quite some time, if at all, from when I've been covering Nintendo. So I think this game is coming. It's only a matter of time, and August would be great. I mean, I'm not really sure too much of what the third-party lineup is, but thankfully it's just not April, because April is just packed full of amazing games, from Final Fantasy to Dragon Ball, the new card game, and then also Dragon's Dogma. Now, if this game came too, that would be crazy. Plus Mortal Kombat, I guess, for still North America. We don't know officially what's going down, but that looks to be an April title too. So I'm just happy it's not April if this listing is correct. So what do you guys think about Spyro Reignited Trilogy coming over to the Switch? Would you pick up the game for the first time, or would you double dip if you already have it on the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving on to the next topic here, it looks like we have a listing for the Danganronpa, and I hope I'm saying that right. Danganronpa. Anyway, that game that people play on the PS Vita and all of that. That game, apparently, there's going to be a trilogy that's released for the Nintendo Switch. A listing did pop up on Amazon Japan, and it's dated for March 26th in terms of a release. So once again, not April, which is good, but this could only mean Japan. We don't know at this point. Now, the listing is for the Danganronpa Trilogy. The images and artwork are for the PlayStation 4 version of the game. So it looks like it might be a mistake. Then again, it might actually be true. We don't know, but I wanted to make sure that I at least brought this up, because we've talked about it here on this channel before, how there's going to be a lot more Japanese support on the Nintendo Switch going forward. And it does seem like this game could be like an NIS game that they bring over and help port over, or something like that, right? It seems like it could come over, just because a lot of Japanese developers, they're noticing at least that there's a high sales intake with some of these smaller end games, right, that we've been seeing all over the place. Maybe not the biggest games are coming out on the Switch when it comes to Western third-party support and all of that, but a lot of these Japanese titles are coming over, like Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Dana, for example, and having a lot of success, especially here in the West. Disgaea 5 came over to the Nintendo Switch. That actually outsold the PlayStation 4 version. So I think that that type of momentum with these smaller end titles, or these mid-sized titles like it, especially these cult classic or cult following titles, Danganronpa has a huge like cult following. Like, these type of games do best on the Switch, and the style of game that I've seen for this actually fits the system and playing anywhere that you want really well. And I think this series actually got pretty much where most people play, or where most people first started playing it was PS Vita and all that. So I think it would be right at home on the Switch. So what do you guys think about a potential Danganronpa trilogy for the Nintendo Switch? Is this a type of game that you'd like to pick up on the system? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and according to some new trademarks, which I talked about before, guys, and I just didn't want to do it, I guess, in a normal PE news video, and if I did already, well, we're talking about it one more time just because I want this to be true, but I'm not 100% sure if anything's going to happen just because Square Enix. But Secret of Mana and also Final Fantasy Adventure have been trademarked in the US. Now, here's the thing. We heard about this when it comes to Europe, but I didn't hear about it when it comes to the US. But it looks like it is Europe and the US that both Secret of Mana and Final Fantasy Adventure have been trademarked. So for those who are wondering, wait a minute, how does this have to do with the Secret of Mana trilogy? Well, let me just explain just a little bit. So the game originally, the first Secret of Mana game, was actually branded Final Fantasy Adventures in North America, whereas in Japan, it was originally released as Seiken Densetsu, which is Secret of Mana, Final Fantasy Gaiden in Japan. So when they brought it over, they dropped the whole Seiken Densetsu or Secret of Mana moniker at the beginning and just said Final Fantasy Adventures because they figured, hey, Final Fantasy is more popular, this is a way for it to sell. Now what they did when the sequel came out, or the next one in the series, Secret of Mana, they just said, we can't call it Final Fantasy 2 or something like that, or Seiken Densetsu 2. Where was the first game? We didn't call it Secret of Mana 1 or whatever, so we'll just call it Secret of Mana, where in Japan it was called Seiken Densetsu 2 or Secret of Mana 2, and then eventually they got Seiken Densetsu 3, which we've never received here in the West. And if this is correct, if this listing is correct, then we could be seeing the Secret of Mana trilogy over on the Nintendo Switch, and that would be great. However, these trademarks are missing Seiken Densetsu 3, which has never been trademarked or never had anything here in the West. Now, there is a fan translation out on there on the interwebs that the developers of that fan translation, or the people who did it, said that, hey, Square Enix, you guys can use this. But this game came out 2 years ago, the collection of all the different Secret of Mana games here, at least the original 3, and Square Enix still hasn't done anything despite people saying, hey, we want this game. So I'm not confident that something's going to happen, but I'm at least more optimistic than I was a month ago or a few days ago before this listing dropped. I think the big one in this one is an official release of Seiken Densetsu 3. We've all already played the original Secret of Mana, or it's out there for you to play. Secret of Mana 2 or Secret of Mana released here in the US. We've played that one. It's on the Super Nintendo Classic. I mean, we've all had access to this. But Seiken Densetsu 3, that's the one that a lot of people probably haven't played just because it hasn't been officially released in any capacity when it comes to the Western market. So I think that's what everybody wants, and I'm hoping that Square Enix finally gets the picture here and know that people want to play this. There's definitely a market for a Seiken Densetsu 3 and this collection in general to be able to play anywhere that you want and also on the TV. That is unique. That's something that's never been able to be done beforehand unless you have some type of, you know, weird PC mobile device type of thing that you can take around and play your emulated games or anything like that. But outside of it, it's not functional for most people. So I'm hoping that Square Enix gets the picture and finally releases this here in the West. So what do you guys think about the Secret of Mana collection potentially coming over to the West? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving on to some Nintendo Switch accessory news. There is a Japanese accessory maker called Cybergadget, and they have announced a brand new Bluetooth transmitter for the Nintendo Switch. The accessory is called Cyber Bluetooth Audio Transmitter for the system, and basically this device allows you to listen to music from your Switch with your wireless Bluetooth earphones or headphones. The transmitter is connected to the console via the USB-C charging port. Now, additionally, the USB cable is provided for users who wish to play in TV mode and listen to music with their wireless earphones or headphones as well. The audio transmitter supports up to 2 wireless earphones and headphones at the same time, and you guys can check out exactly what's going down with the setup and everything and how it looks. It's actually pretty slick and nice looking. Now, the Cybergadget's Bluetooth audio transmitter for the Nintendo Switch launches on April 30th, 2019. You can pre-order on Amazon Japan, and it does ship worldwide. So it actually looks like a pretty cool accessory if you do want to kind of chill out, listen to music, and also play your Nintendo Switch games and everything. And everything's included in there, and you can buy it from Amazon in Japan. Once again, that does ship worldwide for those out there. There'll be a link in the description for you guys. And I'm all down for really cool accessories like this and stuff for the Switch. I still need to do some more of my accessories for some of the stuff that I've received. But yes, it looks really cool. And I've actually had a number of you guys ask me about Bluetooth transmitters and which ones to get. So maybe I'll probably pick up these ones and I'll see how it is once they start shipping them out. But it does seem like it's a pretty good deal so far. And it isn't too expensive when it comes to the price range and everything. So what do you guys think about this Bluetooth transmitter for the Nintendo Switch? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving on to the last topic here, and Team Waffle proves its food superiority by absolutely smacking pancakes right off the pan. So yes, Team Waffle has won the Breakfast Splatfest 3-0, skunked. 3-0 grand finals got bopped. So let's go ahead and get into this here. So the result of the 19th Splatoon 2 Splatfest have been announced in North America and Europe, and Team Waffle, rightfully so, has won against Team Pancake in a mop, a sweep, 3-0 victory. Team Waffle received 51.31% of the popular vote, 51.34% of the normal wins, and 51.41% of the pro wins, which is just absolute defeat, and letting you guys know that the crispiness, that the niceness, that the fluffy combined with the crisp of a waffle that can hold the syrup nicely is much better than a pancake. Waffles are pretty much a pancake and more, breaded kind of like pancakes with that crisp that makes waffle better. And yes, I was all down for Team Waffle, obviously, by the way that I'm speaking, and I'm really happy that Team Waffle did win this one. And it's cool to see all the people playing. I watched a lot of people stream the Splatfest live, and it's awesome to see it. But yes, this is the first 3-0 that we've had in a while from what I understand. I know I've participated in a lot of other ones, and usually it's like 1-2. That's usually what it is, or 2-1, or whatever the case is. But this one was a clean 3-0, so you know good and well that waffles are the superior breakfast of choice for Splatoon players out there. So what do you guys think about all the different topics that we discussed here? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the internet. It's just the YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube live gaming pages. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace.